Okay, hey everyone and welcome to a brand new Class 66 Rocks locomotive review. Now in this review we're going to be taking a look at a Hornby model. Now this particular model I purchased back in December 2016 from a model railway swap meet at the Stafford Exhibition Showground, which was taking place on a Sunday. So I've only just got round to reviewing this model because obviously due to work commitments over the Christmas period and due to also having university work to do at that point as well. But like I said, now I've finished university, I can crack on with these reviews. So anyway, let's have a look at what we've got today then. So, as we can see today, we have a Hornby Class A3, as you can see just there, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. So as you can see, we have an image of the locomotive on the front. The locomotive is the White Knight and it is number 60077, and as you can see it's in the British Railways green livery and it also has a lake crest. So as you can see it is by Hornby. It is a steam locomotive, it's a bit obvious that one. Now as you can see it is DCC Ready and it actually costs £79.50, but I think the guy who I bought it off actually knocked me a bit of money off because I was paying in cash on the day. So I don't think it cost me that much altogether, but I can't actually remember what he did charge me because it was, like I say, it was in December. So as you can see it is item number R2342. It's a BR462 Class A3 and it's called the White Knight. So as you can see as well, it's a 00 scale model railways model. So let's turn the box round to the side. So as you can see again, apologies for the box being a bit worn. This is how it come when I bought it. So it's been used before by the previous owner, but the model inside is absolutely perfect, so that doesn't really affect the outer packaging as much. So as you can see, it's item number R2342, as mentioned. It's a BR462 Class A3 locomotive and it is called the White Knight. So let's just take a look at the back of the box. So as you can see on the back of the box here, we have a bit of information about the Class A3, as you can see, and we also have an image of the locomotive just there. So I'll just let you have a read of that for a moment. Okay, so let's get this locomotive open and take a look at it then. So we'll open it from this end. I think, oh yes, it's actually got one of the Hornby sleeves on, so we'll just put that to one side for a moment. Okay, so as you can see it's presented in the standard Hornby packaging, as you can tell. So let's just get the locomotive out of the box and take a look at it. Okay, we'll just put that to one side for a minute, as well as the plastic card sleeve. Okay, so I'm just going to put the locomotive down and we're just going to take a look at what we've got in the box first of all. So the first thing that we have here is the instructions for the Class A1, A3 locomotive and tender. So this is just an operating and maintenance instructions guide. Like I say, it is DCC Ready, which does us a favour because steam locomotives are quite tricky to hardwire and you always have to use Hornby's decoders because they're the only decoders small enough to probably fit in. I mean, if there's other decoders that you know of that do fit in the steam locos, please leave your comments below and I would be interested to find that out. So it just shows here how to remove the loco body, where to lubricate it, how to replace the locomotive motor, coal removal and replacement. So I think I might have to go online and find out how to put the decoder in it, because like I say, it is DCC Ready, but there's nothing in the instructions to say where the decoder is supposed to go. So I'll go online and find that out, so we'll be keeping hold of those. Okay, so at the minute this locomotive I think has had some detailing put on by the previous owner, because there is no detailing pack on the top of the box or the bottom of the box. So let's just take these two plastic sleeves off either end, like so. I'll just hold the box. Oh no, there's not one on the other end either. Okay, so we'll take the plastic sleeve off the top. Oh no, there is, it's there. There's two on one end here, so let's just get that off there, and I will remember to put that on the other end when we finish the review. Okay, let's try again then. Let's take this plastic sleeve off the top. Apologies about the light. I've got my tripod set up right under the light at the minute because today's weather it's really foggy and you just cannot see the roads at all, and the visibility is really bad because I've been out driving in it this morning, and you have a job to see some of the roads that I've actually driven on. But anyway, let's get on with the review. So as you can see, it's in the foam tray, which is pretty standard with all Hornby locos, but we have no holes on the back, as you can see. So we'll just come back round again with it. So I'm going to be very careful now, and let's just take the top off and take a look at the locomotive itself. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll start with the locomotive first. So we'll just move the tender out of shot for a moment. Okay, so here we have the main half of the White Knight locomotive. So let's start with the front. Okay, so as you can see on the front, if I just zoom the camcorder in there, you can see we have the loco number, which is 60077, and we also have a shed plate just there. If the camcorder, oh no, it's going to blur, but I think, is it 36? So I'm not entirely sure, but if you do know the location of this locomotive and where it ran from, please leave your comments below. So like I said, I don't want to ruin the review by blurring the focus on the camcorder. So as you can see, we have round sprung buffers, which is an excellent feature. But I think we might have to put some detailing on this loco. I mean, it doesn't look like it's been detailed on the front here, whether or not it's had some on the sides, because we've got the steps already on. I don't think the previous owners put any more detailing on, unless it's on the tender maybe, but like I say, we can get a photo of the actual loco and put some more detailing on if required. So as you can see, we have the four wheels on the front bogie just here, and I think I am going to have to tighten that up because I don't think that is supposed to be that loose. But anyway, we'll get round to that once we've got the locomotive detailed and got a decoder in it. So turning the loco around to the side, so as you can see, we've got the smoke deflectors on the side here. Now, I was looking for some smoke deflectors on eBay the other night, funnily enough, for another A3 that I've got called Brown Jack, and it actually said these are German smoke deflectors. So I'm guessing they were manufactured in Germany, but if anybody knows the reason why, please leave your comments below, because that would actually be quite interesting to find out. So as you can see on the side, we have a very thin handrail running down the side of the locomotive here, as you can see, and you have to be really careful as to not break any of these delicate parts off as well. I mean, just looking at the wheel set, you can just see how much detail has gone into the Hornby locomotive detailing. I mean, you've even got like the speedo cable there, and you just have to be very careful with like the brake rods and whatnot, because otherwise it'll affect the overall running of the locomotive. So as you can see, the name is the White Knight, and we also have a plate that's just under there. Does that say LNER? Yes, I'm sure it does, but the camcorder's not picking that up very clear, because like I said, I don't want to blur the focus too much. So moving along now to the rest of the locomotive. So as you can see here on the cab, we have the locomotive number, and we also have the word RA and the number 9 just there. So I'll just zoom out again on that. So the good thing with showing you the loco first, I can actually show you now inside the cab. So as you can see, it is very, very highly detailed. I mean, you've got your dials there, your smoke box, oh no, your firebox door, sorry, and all your pressure regulators and valves, etc. But you can just see the amount of detail that has gone to this. It's absolutely outstanding. And that's one good thing with Hornby locos. They go out of the way to detail them to a really, really high standard. So let's turn the locomotive round now. So before we look at the other side, so as you can see, we've got the little coupling here that connects the tender to the loco, which we will do at the end of this review. So as you can see, again, we have the locomotive number 60077, and again we have the very thin handrail running down the length of the loco here. So as you can see, again, we have the nameplate, the White Knight, and we also have some little valve wheels, I think they are, but if you do know what the proper name for them is, please leave your comments below. I don't think we actually saw them on this other side, so we're just going to have a quick look. Yes, they're not on the other side, so they're only on this side, so they might have been put on by the previous owner or already on the model when purchased originally. So as you can see, again, we've got the smoke deflector just there, and as you can see again, this side there's an absolutely outstanding amount of detail that has gone into the wheel set. So the coupling rods, the steam pipes, which would be on like the front of the loco and sometimes on the back, depending on what sort of locomotive it is. So let's take a look at the roof now. So as you can see, it's a double funnel, as I was advised by another YouTuber who messaged me. So I've remembered that for this video. So as you can see, we have the whistle just there at the back, and we also have now these usually slide, but they're not actually sliding in order, so we'll just close them up and I'll just reopen them so you can see what I'm doing, like so. So I'll just close them again. So we have got sliding, sliding cab roof on the loco. Now, as you can see, we've also got a bit of a stain just there. I don't know whether the previous owner's done that, but like I say, it's not too evident, because if obviously you're running the locomotive this way round, you're not really going to see it as much. Okay, so let's move on to the tender then. Okay, so I've just put the locomotive down, so let's bring the box back into view and let's take this tender out. Okay, so this is a tender. I've got to say, it's not too light, it's not too heavy, but it has got a bit of weight to it actually. So as you can see, we have 8 wheels on the tender, as you can see, and we've also had some detailing put on by the previous owner by the looks of things, as you can see just there. So as you can see, the tender's in British Railways green. It is a Lake Crest. As you can see, we have the BR Lake Crest logo just there. We also have some coal just here. Like I say, you can remove this actually, but I'm not going to remove it in the review. So as you can see underneath here, we've got the little hook that connects to the main half of the locomotive. But as you can see again, just on the inside of the tender, we've got yet some more detailing to enhance the locomotive further. So if we just take a look at the back now, so as you can see, we've got some small little steps of sorts, but I don't know what I think what it might be is for when they're putting the water into the locomotive. I'm not entirely sure, but if you do know, please leave your comments below. So as you can see, we've got round sprung buffers, which is excellent, and we've also got an NEM coupling pocket on the back of the loco, and also some warning panels on the top left and right hand sides. So moving the tender around to the other side now. So as you can see again, there's nothing much different. We just have the British Railways large logo just there. So that is the tender. So what I'll do now to complete the review, I will just move these out of shot and couple them up together. Okay, so here's the locomotive as a whole, and this concludes today's review. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to be back with you again soon.